So no surprise here. The Supreme Court blocks full SNAP payments after Trump appeal. Now, SNAP and other programs need reform because we need to get free training for the people to get great jobs and volunteer and this and that. So we need to open up programs so that people can live in their own house and not have to die throwing money out the window so somebody else can pay their mortgage. Everybody deserves to have a home of their own if they want. Now, this is no surprise because honestly, they want to get rid of programs like this for low-income people. They really want to get rid of it because they don't care. And secondly, they believe that the vast majority vote Democratic anyway. So they don't care. So that's completely heartless. You know, we need reform, but why punish people? We need reform so that people get mobilized, so they become an active member of the economy, so they get the training they need, the resources they need. That is the post-scarcity economy of the future. Post-capitalism. That is the future where everyone receives exactly what they need to become a great member of society. But that's not going to happen when people are just getting punished just for being low income. That's horrible. That's cruel. And it does no one any service. How you going to expect people to earn an income, to replace a program like SNAP that pays a couple $100, just a couple $100, maybe depending on how many kids and everything. What you're going to expect them to take their children to a job and hold the child in one hand and work in the other? Like, that doesn't make sense. This is a very wealthy country despite all the corruption, the corrupt politicians who deserve to go in prison. They deserve to have to work the infrastructure of the future of high-speed rail and other stuff and build homes. They deserve to suffer because the American people have been suffering for far too long. Now, this is no surprise to me. This is no surprise. This should not be any kind of surprise for you. Okay, it's pathetic, but elections have consequences. Even though we had the choice of Burger King or McDonald's, we didn't really have how are you going to choose out of 350 million people? You're going to have two choices. Like, where are the scientists? Where are the, like in the past? Where's the Benjamin Franklins? I mean, he didn't run for president, but I'm just example. Where's the George Washington's? All we have is a freaking popularity contest with two fake ass politicians. That is basically what it is. Unfortunately, we got this orange, piece of garbage, but that's what it is right now. We're not left or right. We are truth versus bullshit. We are truth versus lies. That's what I stand for. It's not about Democrat or Republican. It's about which vehicle gets us to where we got to go. So the American people can become happy and complete in a society that treats them as well as they deserve. Because this government does not care. So, that's just what it is right now. I'm sorry for all the SNAP recipients who are going to struggle. Some states are going to be taken over, of course. But the states don't have their own printing press, so they can't just print their own money. They get it by tax money, basically. So you might be seeing taxes going up as well. It's pathetic. Really is. I have solutions. Reform the World has solutions, but, we need to get into the public orifice to enact those solutions. Otherwise, we're just going to stay in the background as some background noise, basically. All right, that's it. Snap is having trouble. Snap got snapped. Let's put it that way. Sad.